Right now, at this very moment, something is happening across the cosmos that the brightest scientific minds simply cannot explain. This isn't a failure of technology. It is a fundamental defiance of the established laws of physics as we currently understand them. Over the next few minutes, I will walk you through mysteries so profoundly bizarre and seemingly impossible that even leading experts have quietly stopped trying to solve them. Be warned, as we approach the end of this list, mystery number 7 reveals a cosmic encounter that will genuinely haunt your thoughts for days to come. From the inexplicable motion of massive desert stones to whispers from across the galaxy, prepare for impossible science. We're about to reveal the secrets that truly sit at the absolute edge of human knowledge. So keep watching closely. Welcome to Mind Vault, the channel dedicated to peeling back the layers on everything the universe refuses to explain. Before we journey into the unknown, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now because we uncover phenomena just like this every single week. Crucially, you absolutely need to stick around until the final entry, because number 1 might just prove that we are definitively not alone in this vast universe. Now, let's stop wasting time and begin our descent into the truly unexplainable. Starting with number 10. Our 10th impossible phenomenon is the unsettling Dow's hum, persistently plaguing a small community in New Mexico. Approximately 2% of the residents there hear a pervasive, low-frequency humming sound that is constant, relentless, and utterly maddening. The truly terrifying aspect is that our most sensitive recording equipment registers absolutely nothing, confirming total silence to the microphones. Yet, hundreds of people testify to hearing this sound 24 hours a day, creating an auditory reality only they can perceive. Tragically, the relentless nature of this unexplained noise has reportedly driven some sufferers to insanity or even suicide over the years. Scientists meticulously tested every possibility, from nearby industrial machinery to deep geological shifts, but no source has ever correlated with the reported frequency. This baffling phenomenon is not unique to Taos, as similar low-frequency anomalies have been documented in over 50 locations across the globe. Because no one understands the source and no one knows how to stop it, the lingering question remains: could you perhaps begin hearing the hum too? Moving on to mystery number 9, we travel to Death Valley to witness the puzzle of the enigmatic sailing stones. Here, massive rocks, some weighing several hundred pounds, mysteriously relocate themselves across the dry lake bed entirely on their own power. No observer has ever witnessed the movement, yet upon revisiting, these heavy stones leave behind perfectly straight trails, sometimes stretching over 1,000 feet. For a full century, scientists were completely stumped, proposing everything from magnetic anomalies to elaborate, impossible hoaxes. Finally, in 2014, researchers successfully captured the entire process on camera, seemingly revealing the mundane answer to be ice sheets. During cold desert nights, a thin layer of ice forms, cracks into panels at sunrise, and the wind subsequently pushes these panels, which then move the rocks. But here is the lingering contradiction that science still cannot reconcile. Some rocks inexplicably move in completely opposite directions simultaneously. The same wind, the same ice, yet completely different vectors of travel defy the known laws of kinetic physics, leaving some movement truly impossible to calculate. Next up at number 8 are the breathtaking Hessdalen lights, strange atmospheric phenomena dancing above a remote Norwegian valley. These mysterious aerial lights manifest not just occasionally, but with shocking regularity, appearing as many as 20 times every single week. These are not common aircraft, nor are they easily dismissed as personal drones or the familiar, natural glow of the aurora borealis. Witnesses report these lights often hover completely motionless for many hours before suddenly accelerating to speeds that defy any known propulsion system. They possess the ability to dramatically shift color, neatly split into multiple smaller entities, and even disappear only to instantaneously reappear elsewhere. Since 1981, dedicated scientists have established monitoring stations equipped with cameras, radiation detectors, and advanced spectrum analyzers to study them. Remarkably, these orbs register on radar and emit detectable radio frequencies, confirming they are tangible physical objects in our atmosphere. Despite the hard data confirming their presence, no recognized atmospheric event, from ball lightning to plasma effects, can account for their bizarre behavior. The official Norwegian government conclusion labels them a natural phenomenon of unknown origin, which essentially translates to, we have absolutely no viable explanation. Prepare for a real spine chiller. Number 7 is the legendary WOW signal, an intelligent whisper from the deepest parts of space. On a fateful night in August of 1977, A massive radio telescope abruptly captured a signal so powerful and so peculiar that the astronomer monitoring it immediately jotted down the famous annotation. The intensity of the reading was so extreme that the astronomer monitoring the data in real time simply scribbled the word "wow" onto the printout in disbelief. What makes this event fundamentally impossible to dismiss is that the signal originated from the direction of the Sagittarius constellation, over 220 million light-years away. Furthermore, the transmission was perfectly centered at 1420 MHz, the exact universal frequency that scientists hypothesize any advanced civilization would use to broadcast their presence. The signal was incredibly narrowband, meaning it was artificial and structured, unlike the wideband noise naturally produced by stars or quasars. The most chilling detail is that despite 46 years of continuous listening across the entire sky, we have never ever detected that specific signature again. Scientists have exhaustively ruled out satellites, terrestrial interference, and known atmospheric distortions, confirming the signal truly traveled from deep space. A recent attempt to link the signal to a passing comet failed because the comet was nowhere near the correct location in the sky back in 1977, rendering the math completely useless. The horrifying implication is that we once intercepted a clear, intelligent message from an alien civilization, and then the entire universe went completely silent on that frequency. Moving to number 6, we confront the placebo effect, a phenomenon that fundamentally shatters your current understanding of physical reality. Administer a simple sugar pill, yet convince someone it is a powerful prescription drug, and astonishingly, they will physically improve 30% of the time. This is not mere imagination or the power of suggestion. Brain scans actually confirm measurable physiological changes occur when a person believes they are being treated. We see genuine pain receptors deactivate, flood the brain with positive dopamine, activate the immune system, and even watch tumors visibly decrease in size, all through belief alone. The situation becomes even more perplexing as studies show the placebo effect is actually strengthening over time, meaning older treatments are becoming less effective today. For 70 years, scientists have desperately tried to decode this mechanism. How exactly can mere belief translate into measurable physical healing? Pharmaceutical companies notoriously dislike this effect because it strongly implies that the human mind possesses a healing power, potentially greater than any manufactured medicine. The most terrifying corollary is the nocebo effect, where the belief that you are receiving a harmful substance can actually induce genuine illness and suffering. Your own internal conviction holds the terrifying potential to make you sick, or even ultimately to cause you harm. Now, for number 5, we approach the greatest philosophical and scientific conundrum, the ultimate mystery of personal consciousness. At this precise moment, you are aware that you are processing these words, possessing a subjective awareness that science has utterly failed to define or locate. Your brain is merely an assembly of meat, electrical impulses, and chemical compounds. Yet somehow, this results in you being truly and subjectively aware of existence. Supercomputers process data far quicker and more accurately than you ever could. Yet they exhibit zero subjective experience, prompting the question, why are you different? Philosophers call this infuriating puzzle, the hard problem of consciousness, because we can map the Siebenhoud of brain function, but never the Siebenhoud-wide of subjective feeling. When you perceive the color red, you feel a specific way about it, whereas a digital camera registers the exact same wavelength without experiencing any actual redness. Theories suggest it could be rooted in quantum mechanics, an emergent illusion from complexity, or perhaps even a fundamental property of the universe, like gravity itself. The inescapable truth is that after centuries of inquiry, we are no closer to an answer than our ancient ancestors were, lacking even the correct framework for investigation. You possess undeniable, first-hand knowledge that you are conscious, yet the explanation for that existence remains completely outside of everyone's grasp. Sliding to number 4, we discuss the colossal void in our cosmic accounting ledger, the mystery of dark matter. 85% of all the matter and energy in the entire universe is functionally missing from our equations, not hidden, but completely unaccounted for. The foundational problem is that galaxies are spinning so rapidly, they should instantly tear themselves apart according to Newtonian physics, yet they remain perfectly bound. We theorize that an invisible scaffolding, which we've labeled dark matter, must be providing the necessary extra gravitational glue to hold these structures intact. It is named dark because it refuses to interact with light, meaning we cannot see it, touch it, or capture it with any of our current detection methods. Despite billions of dollars spent on specialized underground detectors and deep space probes over 4 decades, our search for a single particle has yielded absolutely zero positive results. What if this missing component is not matter at all, but rather an indication that our core understanding of gravity itself is fundamentally flawed? Remember that we only comprehend the 15% of reality that interacts with light, meaning the vast majority of everything remains an utter enigma. Now, we reach the quantum realm with number 3, quantum entanglement, which Einstein famously derided as spooky action at a distance. The effect dictates that if you take 2 of these particles and entangle them, then separate them across the entirety of the universe, one instantly affects the other. If you change the state of one particle, the distant twin particle instantaneously mirrors that change, violating the cosmic speed limit of light itself. Scientists rigorously proved this bizarre connection is absolutely real, and even won a Nobel Prize for confirming it in 2022. Yet the Sudi how remains completely unknown. There is no signal traveling between them, no detectable tether or force we can measure, suggesting a hidden layer of reality where distance simply ceases to matter. This phenomenon has led some serious researchers to hypothesize that our entire perceived reality might just be an incredibly sophisticated computer simulation. Others suggest it implies that particles exist in every possible state simultaneously until the very moment an observer forces them to commit to one outcome. The scientific consensus is simply that we do not know the mechanism, and that fundamental gap in knowledge deeply troubles the world's leading physicists. We now move to the ultimate existential question at number 2, the Fermi paradox, which simply asks, if the universe is so big, where is everyone else? Our own Milky Way galaxy contains an estimated 400 billion stars, and there are trillions of galaxies in the observable universe, suggesting life should be abundant. The sheer mathematical probability demands that countless advanced, intelligent civilizations should have evolved and spread throughout the cosmos by now. Yet, we look out into the blackness and receive only utter, deafening silence, which is the core contradiction of the Fermi paradox. The potential answers to this silence are profoundly chilling, beginning with the unsettling idea that we are simply not interesting enough for them to acknowledge us. Another terrifying possibility is the Great Filter Theory, suggesting all civilizations inevitably hit a developmental wall that causes them to self-destruct before achieving interstellar communication. This could be through total global war, uncontrolled climate collapse, rogue artificial intelligence, or perhaps a devastating engineered pandemic. If the Great Filter is ahead of us, it means that the reason we hear no one is because no one ever survives long enough to reach out. And the most unnerving conclusion of all might be that we are truly the first, meaning the entire cosmic burden of consciousness rests solely upon our shoulders. We arrive now at the ultimate mystery, number 1, the observer effect, which suggests that you yourself actively control the nature of physical reality. When subatomic particles are fired through 2 slits, they behave like spreading waves, creating an interference pattern on the screen behind them. However, the moment you place a detector to watch which slit the particle actually goes through, it instantly collapses and behaves like a single, solid particle again. This effect has been replicated thousands of times with unwavering consistency, meaning it is not an error, but a fundamental rule of the universe. It strongly implies that physical matter exists only in a state of probability, until a conscious observer forces it to choose a definite reality. This observation breaks virtually every classical physics assumption, suggesting reality is subjective and is literally brought into being by your active observation. Some even theorize this proves we are living inside a computer program that only renders the environment immediately in front of our viewpoint to save processing power. The physicists hate this conclusion because it elevates the observer, you from a passive witness to the active, fundamental co-creator of the physical world around you. You are not merely watching the universe unfold. The very act of your awareness is fundamentally necessary to bring that universe into concrete existence. And that, right there, remains the single greatest, most terrifying, and most unexplainable mystery we currently face. These are not fictional stories conceived for entertainment. These are verifiable, documented mysteries that current science utterly fails to resolve. Tell me honestly in the comments below, which of these impossible scenarios disturbed your sense of reality the most after hearing this? If you seek more mind-bending explorations into the truly unexplainable corners of reality, please destroy that subscribe button and ring the notification bell immediately. We are back next week dissecting more facts that challenge everything you thought you knew. So until that time comes, I urge you to stay deeply curious, because reality, as we are learning, is always far, far stranger than anything you could possibly imagine.